What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Hip Hop Made Me Do It. Today, I have a guest with me, my lady, my beautiful lady, Yaya Flawless. Make sure you follow our new channel. It's called, what is it called?
Barbie and Mac.
Barbie and Mac. So the link will be in the description below. Make sure you follow that. There we'll be doing, just cool stuff, but couples. You know what I'm saying? So today. Oh, before we do that, make sure you like this video. Make sure you like this video because the more you like this video, the more I'm gonna look like. We already established that I look like Brad Pitt. We already. I don't know what the hell. I didn't even say anything funny. Like you wilding right now. Like you done?
You handsome, but
Are you
you're
done?
not Brad Pitt.
Can I tell my story? You're really not supposed to.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, but not only do I look like Brad Pitt, but the more you like this video, people also say that I have a striking resemblance with Chris Brown. Bro.
Chris Brown, are you serious? Who told you that?
Yo, get out of here. Get out of here. Don't even see it no more. I'm saying from this
give you
angle.
Brad Pitt.
From this angle. Bye. Make sure you like this video, bro. You guys got her laughing at me. I don't like this. Like, you're supposed to be like, yes. All right, whatever. So listen, check this out, right? Also my new song, The Arrival, drops on the 21st. So probably when you see this by now, it's out already. Make sure you hit the link in the description so you can go listen to my new song. Yaya Flawless also has a song coming out. Her link will also be in the description below. Now, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I haven't really, since I've been a public figure, I've never, like, shown a woman, right? Like a girl, I have relationships, but I never made them relationships public, you know what I mean? And for the most part, I can't say, I'm a person that I haven't really had many serious relationships, right? Never really, I had one really serious relationship. And this is the story of that one serious relationship. She's gonna be here. She never heard the story either. So y'all gonna watch her response, right? So when I was maybe 18, 19, I had met this girl, and she before, and it was kind of similar. Before we started dating, she was a friend, right? She was a friend. Like she always used to be around, and we had a friend relationship, like a real close friend relationship, right? But before anything, I didn't find her really attractive or nothing like that. But she was just she was down. You know what I'm saying? Like her personality was she was down. Like if things was going on, she would drive the car. Like if we had to rob somebody, she's just down. Like she's just there. So long story short, the more that we just interacted with each other, we developed a relationship. And the reason why there was a relationship was because we were close. And kind of similar with me and you. You know what I'm saying? Because we actually had a relationship before we ever did anything. But so we respect each other as friends and as before anything. So it was really similar to that, right? So with her, I ain't gonna front. That was the only person that, that I really took seriously. You know what I'm saying? So we started going out, and long story short is she gets arrested. She gets arrested for beating up a girl in the club. She smashes this girl's head into the glass, and she's a little girl too. Like she smashed this girl head into the glass. The girl gets maybe 50 stitches or 60 stitches on her head, and she gets arrested for that. So when she gets arrested for that, the first thing I do, I wasn't there, I was somewhere else. So I knew the girl she beat up. So I call this girl, And I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, long story. I'm like, I started yelling at her, cursing at her because she wasn't with it. And then she called the police. So now I get a phone call maybe like a couple days later, and my mom is like, yo, there's police at the house and they looking for you. So I go and turn myself in. I go speak. So basically, they arrest me for threatening her. You know what I'm saying? And they arrest me for that, right? So now me and her are co-defendants, but co-defendants in a way of we weren't together. You know what I'm saying? So she ends up going to jail. She bails out, and then she is on bail for her parents had money, so she was on bail for like, I don't know, for a good amount of money, right? And then she's out on bail. Then I come home from the charge that I had, but I had like a parole hold or something like that, so I couldn't go home. So for the next like year or something, I was locked up, fighting the case and also on a parole hold. Then I come home, and we finally come home. I come home. So for that period, from when I came home and to when I got arrested for the case that I did 10 years for, that was that space. And me and her was together every day, right? We was together, and we was like, we was like, you know what I mean? I felt like, I felt happy at that time, you know what I'm saying? Because we went through all of this. We got arrested also one time, police pulled us over, there was work in the car, you know what I'm saying? Like, they arrest both of us. So it just, we were down for each other, right? So now, I remember one day we was like, it was in the morning, and she was out on bail for her case, right? No, matter of fact, she already lost her case. I'm lying. She had lost her case. She went to trial, lost it, and she was on appeal bail. So now they call one morning, the lawyer calls, and they're like, yo, you gotta come turn yourself in on Friday because your appeal was lost. So now you have to go and serve 3 years, right? And that was crazy. That was crazy, right? So now she had to turn herself in to do 3 years. So now I had just came home from prison, from jail, and mind you, I was like 19, 20. My mom was like, you know what I'm saying? She was my stability. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of depended on her to keep me like, just stable. You know what I'm saying? So now when they took her out of nowhere, and I'm just like, I was kind of lost, and I was kind of like frustrated, all of that into one. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when she went to jail, before she turned herself in, we went shopping, got her all the stuff, and I was just trying to be supportive and like, be strong. You know what I'm saying? So she turns herself in, and I go and visit her the next time she has a visit. I go on Rikers Island, and I'm standing there online, visiting her, whatever. I see her, she's mad happy. She comes through, she's mad happy and whatever. And then I went with her parents. So then she was like, all right, my next visit is on Friday or Saturday. So that's a morning visit. So I see you on Saturday. I come by yourself on Saturday. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna come by myself on Saturday. So Friday night is that night that I caught the case where it led me to doing 10 years, right? So with that I had all of these emotions going on. Like my girl was somebody that she was more than a girl. She was a friend, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that I leaned on for support, somebody that I felt like, and I was young, so I really I was lost, you know what I'm saying? So they took her, and I was strong, but I was still really going through it in my head, you know what I'm saying? So that night I went out, and I should have just stayed home, but I brought the gun out with me. And long story short, everybody knows what happened that night. It's publicized all over the place. So the situation happened with the shooting in the club. So now I was with a couple people. We all run into the car, and now I can feel the tension in the car because it's like I'm the person that shot the gun, right? So everybody else, they're all thinking about jail time. So I'm like, I have to hurry up and distance myself from these people. So I was like, so at the time, my ex-girlfriend, she still had her house. So I was like, yo, I jumped out the car. As soon as we crossed the bridge, I jumped out the car and I was like, yo, just meet me at my ex's house. Here's the key, go to her house. So they all went to her house and I went somewhere else. I wasn't going to the house. I'm trying to separate myself from them because I knew that if I stayed with them, one of them was gonna turn me in. Because at the end of the day, I was the shooter. None of them was the shooter. So I was like, one of them is gonna turn me in. So I'm gonna distance myself from them immediately. But before I did that, I said, yo, I gotta go see my girl at the time. I have to go see her. So knowing that police was looking for me, I shot somebody. Knowing all of that, I went onto Rikers Island with somebody else's ID to go see her, just to tell her. You know what I mean? Because I felt like I had to. I felt like, you know what I'm saying, that was what I was supposed to do. You know what I mean? So I went on Rikers Island and I was scared shitless, bro. Like when I got dropped off in front of Rikers Island, I was like, damn, I walked inside Rikers Island, got on a bus, knowing that I just shot somebody. And I don't know if he died or not. I don't know what the fuck happened. And I went inside Rikers Island, the whole tedious process. I sat there for like 3 hours. And every time a walkie-talkie went off, every time something, I'm jumping. Like, I don't know what the fuck going on. Every time the police walk by, I'm looking, I'm nervous, but I felt like I had to. You know what I'm saying? So I went on the dance floor, I went on the visiting floor, and finally they ushered me into the visiting floor, and I'm sitting there. And you could just see from my face, like, I felt like my life was gone. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I didn't know if he died or not. I thought he might have died. So I'm sitting there and I'm just like, you can just see my energy. It's just like something was wrong. So as soon as she comes out of the door, she sees me from afar. She sees me from like all the way over there. And she's mad happy. You know what I mean? Just like anybody else would be mad happy. Like if you were locked up and you see me pop up, and you'd be super happy. But as the more she came forward, the more she saw, I couldn't hide. Like, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't hide, you know, what was going on. My energy was different. So she was just like, yo, what's wrong? And she sat down and shit. And she's like, did you fuck somebody or something? I'm like, nah, I wish that was it. But nah. And then I told her that I had shot somebody. And her whole face, like her whole thing was just like, what? And, you know, her energy shifted too right there. I saw it. And I felt it. But we both had to like be strong, right? So after I left, right? I left and I don't know, like everybody was telling me I was crazy for doing that. But I felt like, you know, that was somebody that, you know what I mean, that I couldn't just leave like that. I couldn't just leave on a run. I had to go and tell her face to face, regardless of what the consequences was gonna be. You know what I'm saying? But long story short, I got out of Rikers Island. I told her I got out of Rikers Island. And then I went on a run. After that, I left. I went to different states. And while I was on a run, I used to write her. But then I just felt like, she used to, like, I used to talk to her on the phone while I was on a run and write. And I felt like she was like, I felt like I kind of like put her in a position where she really didn't feel comfortable in. Like, you know what I mean? Like, still being with somebody, involved with somebody that was on a run for, like, you know, something serious. So from certain things that she used to say, I used to be like, you know what? So one day I just wrote her a letter and just told her like, yo, you know, we just gonna end this now because I'm on a run and it's making me like, you know what I mean? I can't run properly, like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure like you're doing your bid and you want to do your bid properly instead of worrying about what the fuck I'm doing and what's going on with me. So I called it off for her, and then and then I got arrested. I did 10 years. During my 10 years, she tried to, like, she came home and she tried, you know, she tried to like be around, but it ended, you know what I mean? After like maybe like a year of that, her coming to visit, she just couldn't do it anymore. And we ended, and then, you know, I don't even talk to her anymore. But it's no love lost or whatever, but that was just my first, like, you know what I mean? My first real relationship. And I feel like I wanted to say that to all of y'all and just have y'all understand, like, you know, what my life has been like with love. And I always feel like because of those things, because of prison and people always leaving me, like, you know what I'm saying? I never really I'm always closed off. Like, I feel like, you know, because I feel like if I let somebody in, that's room for betrayal, room for somebody leaving, room for like hurt and stuff, right? So I always I never really was interested, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want to open myself in that way, you know what I mean? But it's 2020.
And that was the past.
And that's the past.
And this is the future. Hi, honey. Can I have a kiss?
What do you think about that story?
That was great. But if I get locked up for 10 years, you're going to come visit me for 10 years.
Yeah, I'm going to come visit you.
All right,
But
let's
you're
get
not
that
getting
straight.
locked up for 10 years.
I'm not getting locked up for 10 years.
So,
Because I'm
what
not
if-
finna smack a whole
I'm
meal
not-
about
All
I
right,
don't
take
get my
it.
hands
Take
dirty.
it.
But
Well, listen, that was my story, today's story, and I hope you enjoyed it. That was a piece of me that's like, you know, that a lot of people don't know about, you know what I mean? And what do you think about me going on Rikers Island, on the run, going to visit her? What did you think about that?
I would have did the same shit. I've been locked up from 12 to 18. I ain't never had nobody visit me. I've been on house arrest twice for 9 months each. I ain't never get none of my bitches or none of them folks around me that I hung around never came to visit me. So I understand, like, I'm a closed off person too. That's why we're gonna be okay. Yeah.
So, well, look, listen. Thank you for watching the story. Make sure you follow our new channel, Barbie and Mac. And we'll see you next time. Say bye.
Love y'all.